Chef Stefano Secchi of Rezdora just opened another restaurant, and it might be the hottest new Italian spot in New York City. The reservation situation in the city right now is out of control. We were able to get a last-minute reservation, probably from a cancellation. If you are not using those Resi notifications, you really should be. We also were able to snag one for tomorrow too at San Sabino, so stay tuned for that. But we know it's so tough to get into most of these places, so we wanted to show you guys the full experience in case you don't get a chance to dine here, or if you want to put in the effort to make a reservation or walk in, you know exactly what to expect. Well, we're Kristin and Will, and today we're trying Massara. Massara is the second Italian restaurant from chef Stefano Secchi, and is based on cuisine from the Campania region. Like Rezdora, Massara means head of the household in the local dialect. You might know Campania for the spectacular Amalfi Coast, or maybe its capital city and the birthplace of pizza, Naples. As you might suspect, the menu primarily consists of pizzas and pastas. Everything is made from scratch daily, and I've heard that the sourdough starter that they use for the pizzas has been in the chef's family for 35 years. The prices are similar to Rezdora. They might actually seem reasonable at first, but the portions are really small. We ordered 3 pastas, bread, and a starter at Rezdora, and we probably could have had a little bit more. This time, I think we're gonna do an appetizer, pizzette, and a pasta each, and probably a dessert. So stay tuned, we'll let you guys know if that's enough.
We just put our pizza order in, and I am so excited to be here. We actually just saw Chef Stefano, and the ambiance is incredible. I love how it gives Tuscany. There's stone, there's stucco, there's like these rich, cozy tones. It almost feels like a wine cellar, but at the same time, it's really nice and simple and gives a little bit of Scandinavian architecture. Like these tables and chairs, they're just very simple. As soon as we sat down, they also offered us complimentary sparkling water, which is a first, and I love sparkling water, so I'm very excited about that. Look at how gorgeous these plates are. We love the plates at Rezdora as well, so it's really cool to see the attention to detail that they put into this place as well. And I love that you can see the kitchen. The fire is beautiful. The way they have everything set up, it just looks like a work of art. The flowers are stunning. Also, the pizza oven is the focal point of the kitchen, and it's beautiful. Apparently it was made in Italy and brought over here on a ship. How crazy is that? These pizzas are pretty small, but how cute. We're gonna start with the Stagione, which is a green sauce base. They make it with asparagus, and then there's truffle on top. And I could see these big flakes of truffle. This is gonna be amazing. And I love how thick the crust of the pizza is. All right, let's give this a try. How cute is this little slice? I'm obsessed. It is so green. These truffle flakes are huge, and I love like the big bubbles in the crust. I feel like that's the best when you get the pizza bubbles and you could just like rip them apart and try them. Wow. All right, let's try the pizza. Wow, I really do taste the asparagus, but it's such a great compliment with that truffle. And this crust is so amazing. But the combination with the asparagus and the truffle is heavenly. It's so doughy and soft. I kind of like that it's not super crunchy because I feel like, again, it's like a really good vessel for the toppings of the pizza, like that mozzarella, the asparagus, the truffle. This is delicious. Next, we got the Crudo pizza, which is stracciatella, arugula, and I see really fresh Parmesan, and prosciutto is on this as well. This is a fully loaded pizza. And again, it is so cute. It's just kind of crazy because I can eat this in like 2 bites. It goes down very quick. Wow. Everything is so fresh, and it almost has like a little hint of citrus to me. It's like a little lemon or something. And I love how the bitterness of the arugula kind of cuts like the creamy cheese and the Parmesan. It just just really like the complementing of flavors there. And it almost has like a little bit of sweetness too. The presentation is beautiful. Like it's this little tower of ricotta, prosciutto, arugula, and then all this Parmesan cheese on top.
It's like the perfect bite all set up for you.
It really is. Like honestly, I'd recommend if you come here to eat the pizza in one bite and then enjoy the crust, because I feel like you really need to get all the flavors in one bite to appreciate them. So good.
Final thoughts on the pizzas, they were both excellent. The truffle one was a little less truffly than you'd expect, especially considering the size of the truffles, but the crudo is in the running for one of the best pizzas I've had in the city. But if you are coming here with more than 2 people, you might want to order more than one pizza, because one bite of that pizza is not going to be enough.
Next up is the appetizer course. We decided on the little gem salad and the polpo. We asked for the appetizers, the pizza, and the pastas to come out all separately. And it's funny because they brought the pizzas out first and then the appetizers, which just seems like backwards to me. But let's try this little gem salad. The lettuce looks so nice and fresh. There's so much Parmesan on top. And there's also this red onion powder, which I've never had before, but I feel like it's gonna add really great flavor. The lettuce is so fresh and crunchy. There's this nice Parmesan flavor and almost a little bit of like a tomato sauce flavor. And then the red onion gives a little bit of a bite. It's interesting because it's such a different taste. I've never had like red onion powder like that on a salad, but it's really nice to not be crunching on onions but still get the flavor. Everything is so nice and fresh and it's so refreshing. I think this is gonna be super interesting. There's this grape glaze and also cannellini beans. Okay, that's a whirlwind of flavor. A lot to unpack here. First of all, the octopus is so tender. I also taste a little bit of grape flavor, and it's a very heavy, like, red fruit. It almost gives me like a little bit of a wine taste. And then there's like a little bit of lemon flavor at the end, and the beans are so rich and creamy. And I feel like it's a really great complement with those fruity notes. I've never had octopus like this before, and it's really good.
They're so different than what I was expecting. The Little Gem salad is really interesting. It has a lot of flavors, but you can't really see where any of the flavors are coming from, which is kind of unique. The octopus, I've never had octopus prepared like that. It's a little heavier than I was expecting. It's a little more grape forward. The sauce feels kind of wintry. Not really the perfect thing for like a hot day like today. I kind of wish we tried the burrata, but it is still really good.
We have made it to the pasta course. We decided on the Cheesemakers Raviolini and the Candele. The pastas at Rezdora were incredible, so I'm sure they're gonna be amazing here as well. The portions are really small, but how cute is the presentation? This Cheesemakers Raviolini is stuffed with this smoked ricotta cheese and Parmesan, and this Candele has beef shank that's been braised for 3 days. I know that's gonna be incredible. Okay, let's start with the Raviolini. Wow, that is so cheesy. It's supposed to be stuffed with this smoked ricotta cheese. It's not really that smoky. I honestly taste more Parmesan. It has like a really nice kick of Parmesan at the end. And the sauce on top is a little bit sweet, so it's a really great compliment. Okay, let's try this candele. I got a big piece of beef and some pasta noodles. That beef is so flavorful. And the pasta is so nice and simple, but it's a really great compliment. It's like a little bit oily. I cannot get over that beef though. Talk about flavor. There is so much flavor in that. It's so rich and decadent. Wow, I cannot wait for you to try this. It is delicious.
These pastas were exceptional. As good, if not better, than any of the pastas we had at Rezdora, which is really saying something. The raviolinis were really, really good. I love the cheese flavor, but the ragu is phenomenal. Probably the best ragu I've ever had. And what I really like about the candele, it's just a little bit more substantial because there's so much beef in it. So it's kind of like a little bit better of a bang for your buck too. Amazing.
This presentation is really something else. First of all, the ice cream looks melted. I love how it's like perfectly divided in the middle. Half of it's pistachio chocolate chip and the other half is cherry almond. Also, I love how this spoon is like a shovel. You gonna shovel it in. Let me start with this pistachio chocolate chip. It's very nutty, and I feel like the pistachio flavor isn't that strong. It's just more of like a general nut flavor, but I really love the chocolate chips and crunching on them with the gelato. The gelato is so smooth, it's not too sweet. Now let's try this cherry almond. I've never had like cherry almond ice cream before. I've had cherry ice cream, and then I've had ice cream with almonds in it, but never the combo of the two. So let's see how this is. Interesting. It's definitely more sweet than the pistachio chocolate chip. They actually complement each other really nicely because this is really sweet, but then this pistachio is more nutty. Really different, but really good. Gotta get every last drop. Oh boy. Huh? No. Got everything.
That was amazing. Our bill came to $145, which I don't think was too bad, especially considering how much food we were able to try, and we are actually leaving full this time. I kind of think we prefer it a little bit over Rezdora just because we loved the ambiance, and I do think that the menu is a little bit more diverse with those pizzas. Those are outstanding.
We also got to meet a viewer, which was so nice. We really enjoy meeting you guys, and we also always love an excuse to talk about food.
Well, let us know what you guys have thought of it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.